Okay, if you are not hearing me now, let me know in the comment section. If the sound is also okay now, give me a feedback if the sound is okay now at your end. Let me know if the sound is okay now at your end. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, I've gotten a confirmation from Chidi that he can hear me now. Okay, another confirmation. Okay, then let's quickly start with the stream again and look at what we are looking at on the Euro USD. So now on the Euro USD, this is what we are looking at. We are looking at the WXY for the daily. So now we're anticipating a 1 2 3 4, and we are looking at price breaking the low for to give us a wave 5 before we start looking at the reversal signs as we are anticipating the dollar weakening this particular week. Once it weakens, it's going to give the euro an upper hand. But one thing you should understand that, when there is a geopolitical event like what is happening between Russia and Ukraine, you have to be very careful as you are trading, the market, as you are trading the market. You have to be very careful, though you need to do your technical analysis in the long term. What the technical analysis will not be affected, but these events sometimes usually bring volatilities in the market. So I'm going to give you a very view of everything that is possible to happen, but at the same time, do have it at the back of your mind that we are still in these geopolitical events like war, politics, and other things. It have a very great impact on the market because now Ukraine is part of the eurozone. So some of the things that is happening can affect the euro. But technically, let's look at. We are looking at what. The general technical analysis it will be, which will not affect the long-term trend, but in the short term there can be a lot of spikes and volatility. So in these particular weeks, when you are trading, you trade with care and always trade with a stop loss. That is a sign of being a professional trader. Don't just because the market, we are all students of the market. Don't over believe in yourself and think that you can just be entering trades without stop loss, because when there is a flash crash or any geopolitical event brings a major spike in the market, you will not, so that you don't find yourself wanting. So now this is what we are looking for in euro USD. So let's jump to the charts and see what is happening now. So now on the 4-hour time frame, this is what we are looking at. So last week we have this ABC for wave 4. So now we are looking at a 5-wave move down of a 1 2 3 4. Then now market is under its way, so we are anticipating for it to break this particular low to create this particular for it to create the wave 5. Once we get that particular wave 5, don't just say because it has created a 5-wave move, you are going to buy. Wait for a reversal sign. So once we get a move like this, we will start looking for the correction. Once we get a correction, then we will start buying the correction to the upside, let me know in the comment section where you are watching us from. If today has been the first time you are hearing me, my name is Peter Pearl, and I'm the founder of Pearl Markets. I'm connecting you live from Brampton, Canada. And let me also know where you are also watching us from, so that as a family, as legends, we will all know where each and every one of us is being connected from. So now that we know what is happening on euro, if you are a swing trader, let's say if you're a scalper, that is where you start looking for these sell setups. But even if you're a scalper, wait for a few correction. Once you get a few correction, then you can continue selling. But we are not anticipating the move to be that strong. So if you're a day trader and other things, you can also wait for the sell setups to finish, then you start looking for the buy setups. So now continuing, let's quickly jump also on gold and see what is happening also on gold now. On in gold, let's go to the legendary trade room and see the higher time frame on gold. Okay, on gold, I'm looking at two scenarios. I'm looking at two scenarios, and this is my primary count. This is my primary count on this. We are looking at the daily and it's expanding leading diagonal for A. We have a triangle for B of an ABC, an ABC. Then now we're anticipating the move to the downside, but now this particular count looks very feasible. At the same time too, there is an alternative count, but for the purpose of analysis, I'm going to show you all the two alternative counts so that you know how to trade it, as any of the scenarios, any of the scenarios comes in. So with this primary count, now we are anticipating the move down. So you can see that on the 4 hour day, I posted this for the trade members on the February 25th, that they should anticipate a move back into this particular zone to give us an ABC. Then we will start looking for a move down for this wave 2. So if we jump straight into the markets today, now that is exactly what we got. We had the wave A, we have the wave B, then wave C went straight back into the fib zone, tested the 50 Fibonacci level. So now we are going to sell for a continuation when we start seeing a correction like this. If you're already in the trade, then no problem about that. But if you're not in it, wait for a correction, then start selling. Wait for a correction and start selling. This is our primary count, but let me give you a fair idea of how the alternative also counts also look like. On the dollar in the dollar index, we were anticipating a weakening in the dollar. If we get that one on the dollar index, then that means gold is going to be strengthening. So when it comes to that, this is the scenario we'll be looking at for the daily time frame. If you look at D2, if you are seeing this particular for the first time, this is the legendary trade room, the chart aspect of it. So for the members, they can get access to all these charts. So this is the alternative count that we are looking at. So on the alternative count, we are looking at a wave 4 triangle of an ABCDE, and we are anticipating price to push and break this particular top, so and break this particular top. But now looking at what is happening is we are sticking with the first count that I shared, unless price proves other one. But should in case the sentiments change, this is how you can trade to look for a 5 wave for this particular red wave 5. For this particular wave 5, we've been tracking this particular since February 20th, and it's also still in play. So now all the two scenarios are in play, but our first scenario that we'll be looking at is this particular one that we are trading now. As price is within the fib zone, we will anticipate a move to the downside. For a wave 2, a move to the downside for the wave 2, because now we have an A, B, C. Once we get that particular one, it's going to be a wave 2. We're only going to switch our analysis for a more downside when price comes to break. It breaks the 50 and 61.8 fib zone of this particular wave 2 and shows signs of it coming down. That is when we will stick to this particular scenario of an ABC of the wave C coming down. But as it stands now, we are anticipating for a pullback for which goes with this particular wave count, of an ABC for a wave 2, So I'm going to keep you updated in the course of the week, as in how things develop. So once we get this particular wave 2, then we will be expecting price to continue to the upside as the dollar weakening in the course of the week. If you have any other pairs as we go through that you want me to be analyzing either now or in the course of the week, leave them in the comment section. Too. And if you're also watching us from YouTube, watching us live also from YouTube, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn the notification on so that whenever I'm releasing videos like this, you're going to get heads up on it and enjoy most of these profitable setups that we do live across board. So do subscribe to our channel. I'm going to leave the link in the comment section. Also, I'm going to leave the link in the comment section as we go along with the chart. Let's quickly look at what we are looking at also in the USD Japanese yen. In USD Japanese yen, let's look at, for time, I'm going to be looking at the higher time frame from the legendary trade room. We've been tracking this particular count for some time now of an ABC for wave B being triangle. Then we had a barrier triangle for this particular side, where we are anticipating a move to the upside for wave C, where we are going to see an equality between wave 1 and wave 5. At the same time too, is an equality between wave A, C versus A. Those two fibs are giving us a confluence here, so we are anticipating price to move upside to this particular level. So when we come to the charts now, now we are anticipating price to, if you look at what I shared earlier for the trade room members, for us to get a pullback before price continue to the upside. If we go currently to the chart, you can see that we had a pullback, though it couldn't get to this particular fib zone, but we are anticipating a wave 1. Your wave 2 can be at this particular section. So once we get any move, once we get any correction, then we'll be buying to the upside for a wave 3, and get a 5 wave. Once we get a 5 wave, then we will be done with a triangle. We'll be done with a triangle of that particular move that we are tracking of an ABC. If we check the daily, then we will be done with this particular move of an ABC. So now we are anticipating this particular wave 5. On other pairs too, let's quickly look at the pound dollar. Let's look at the pound dollar. The pound dollar, on the daily time frame of the pound dollar, we've been checking this particular move for some time now. So we're anticipating a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've been looking at this particular wave 5 for some time now. And when the wave 5 starts going on, we are looking at a wave 5 equality, which is this particular measurement between 1 and 5. So now we are seeing an ABC, where we expecting price to move to the upside. But if we go to the lower time frame, we can see that the ABC that we are anticipating, the wave 5 is not yet complete. It's not yet complete. So now, because now we are having a 3 wave here of a 1, 2, 3. So we are anticipating a wave 4 and price to push lower to give us a wave 5 before we start looking for the upside. So now that is what we are expecting. Now. Okay, no, for now, those who are watching us live, as we continue, let me know if you are watching us live. Give me a hashtag live, or later, if you are watching the replay version too, give me a hashtag replay, so that we can know those who are with us live now and those who are also going to watch the streams later in the course of the day or in the course of the week. So that is what we are looking at now for the pound USD, for price to make a lower low. Then once we get that particular lower low, we will start looking for reversal signs. I'll be giving you updates in the course of the week for these pairs. Let's quickly look also at the USD sways. In the USD sways, we are having different scenarios on how this triangle is playing out. I think I've been updating you as we were trading in the course of the week. How these scenarios are going to. So now we're anticipating a wave E for the triangle to continue, and it's going to be a very good trade when we start seeing a weakening on the dollar. These are one of the pairs that can give you a very nice trade. If you look at the daily aspect of it, we are seeing a wave 1 now. We're seeing a wave A, a triangle for wave B, Then we will look for a move down for the wave C. But in looking for the move down, these are the scenarios the wave E can play out. Now, if we get a move that breaks this particular top, then it's likely to make this particular 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when it happens that way, then that will be a wave A. So we can get a B and a C for this particular wave E, for the wave E to be here, before we continue to the downside as a three-wave move. But as it stands now, we've not broken this particular top. So price still stand the chance. Price still stand the chance of just moving down. But whenever price is such a movement like that, you just have to wait and give price time to really decide what is really doing. Don't just jump in trades just like that. So now you can wait. If this gives you a downtrend and start giving you a correction, then you can start selling now. But other than that, price can make a a higher high. Even if it makes a higher high, then this is going to be the wave A of E. Then we might have a three-wave move for wave B, then another move up for wave E to give you an ABC, so that this particular wave E will come to this side. Then still in the course of the week, as the dollar weakens, then we are going to get this particular trade. So there are two scenarios now on this particular pair, but each of them can give you a very profitable ratio. So as it stands now, once we break the top, still there's going to be either a wave B correction, or price is going to come lower from that particular section, just like I've indicated with this particular one. So trade with care. When there are two scenarios like this, you trade with care. So now let's look at the USD card. Let's look at the USD card. I think the USD card too we are having different scenarios on it. We are looking for a triangle with four, and now there is a question mark here whether this is the end of the wave C, because it can give you an ABC with the wave B being a triangle. But now this also qualifies to be a wave 1, and this, because it did not break the low of this being a wave 2. Then so now it depends on the way the correction is going to be. If we get a correction like this, then we will start looking for buy setups to continue this particular two. But whatever that happens, if it is a triangle scenario, we don't expect it to break this particular wave C, because that will be the triangle invalidation level. But as it stands now, when we get a correction, we are going to buy this setup for day trading and day trading and scalping. If you're a swing trader and you buy a setup like this, because the reason why we are buying and we'll be careful with it is, should in case this is the end of the wave C, then this can be a three-way correction of an ABC for price. Then price is going to still come back down. But it does not mean when you get a buy setup, you are not going to buy. You are going to buy it, but manage the trade, because it can be an ABC, or that will be the wave 3, 4, 5, the wave 3, 4, 5. So as it stands now, as price is moving, if you are not already in the trade, wait for a correction. Then in the direction of the correction, we are going to buy. As we buy, as price behaves, then we are going to see whether we are going to trade it as an ABC, or for a wave 2 or a wave 3 continuation, because this side can be the end of this particular ABC. At the same time too, it can be the beginning also for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how to trade this particular one, that now we've had an impulsive move to the upside, wait for a correction, whether it's going to be an ABC or a 1, 2, 3 to the upside, whichever way, wait for a correction to happen. Once you get a correction, then you buy to the upside. Before we continue with this particular one. Let's quickly look at the Aussie dollar. Let's quickly look at the Aussie dollar. In the Aussie dollar too, we are looking at a triangle scenario for wave 4. For wave 4. Let's quickly check the legendary trade room and see what we are looking for on the daily time frame. If we look at the daily time frame, we are anticipating a wave A, then a wave B to the downside. So now we are having a WXY. So in this particular wave Y, we are anticipating a wave ABC, with the wave B forming a triangle of an A, B, C, D, E. Then we will come back down for wave one more wave down to complete the wave C. Then as price moves to this particular wave C, we will anticipate a move to the upside as the dollar weakens in the course of the week, So when we come to the charts now, we on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing an ABC. So we are anticipating this to be the wave D, which is on its way for an ABC to come to this particular way move. So where the wave D is going to air, that is where you are going to draw your trend line to touch the wave D. Then we want look for a final wave for a wave E, So if you are scalping this particular one, wait for a correction. Once you get a correction, then we are going to sell this particular wave D. So trade it in bits, because the move, the general move looks more of a triangle. So once we get that particular triangle, then we are going to trade it in bits, in bits to complete this particular purple wave B before we start looking for a more downside to complete the WXY that is happening on the daily time frame. If you have any charts you want me to be looking at in the course of the week, you can leave them in the comment section. As we continue with our move on the dollar, the Kiwi dollar too. There's been a similar scenario that is also going on. That one we are looking at a wave ABC. There's been an impulsive move on the daily to the upside. Then now we are looking at a leading diagonal for wave A, a wave B, and this particular move looks more. If you look at the size of this particular correction, then it looks like an expanding ending diagonal that is happening, because wave 4 is in the territory of wave 1. So we are anticipating a move like a 1, 2, 3, 4, then another move, one more down to this particular side, and we are watching this particular support at 0.65168, which is the previous wave 4 support. So we are anticipating the wave 5 to come to that particular section. Then we will start looking for reversal signs for us to start buying this particular pair. But as it stands now, in today, if you are trading this particular one, look at the sell setups very well. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, as this particular spike is there, you can wait for price to break below this particular channel, to break below this particular channel and continue selling in the course of the week till we reach that particular FIP, the previous wave 4 support. So we are anticipating price to continue. Then once we get any correction, we are going to sell it for a trend continuation, or you can wait for price to break outside the channel. Then if it gives you any correction outside it, then you are also going to sell that particular pair. So now finally let's look at what is happening in the crypto world. Let's quickly look at Bitcoin and see how we are going to trade Bitcoin as it keeps on giving a lot of spikes. Now in Bitcoin, now we are looking at this particular scenario for Bitcoin. Now we have a wave 3, so we are anticipating an ABC for wave 4, and if you look at the daily, we are looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4. So with that particular one, we are anticipating a move to the downside for wave 5. Then we will start looking for within the around 30,000 region. Then we will start looking for an upside to complete this particular regular flats that is forming. So we are anticipating a more downward move, to break this particular low to give us a wave 5. Then once we get that particular one, we will start looking for a move to the upside, So that will be all for now. If you are looking to join us in the legendary trade room, you can go to pearlmarkets.com. We are still running our promotion, and the prices are still remaining at the lower prices that we have now. So you can join us and get access to all the other pairs and the charts that we couldn't analyze in the course of the thing, and also have access to our customized trade room, which is second to none as compared to all the other ones that is happening. There's been a lot of we do share a lot of charts ahead of it, and also at the same time, so you have access to our courses and everything in the trade room and everything. So now that will be all for now. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or anything that you also want us to be looking at, anything you want us to be looking at in the course of the day. For the longevity of the videos, I will not be able to cover all the pairs, but still, if you have any questions that we cannot cover now, I'm going to do a separate video on Nasdaq as someone is requesting Nasdaq. So you can leave the pairs in the comment section. I'll have time and look at the ones that are left early and do videos on it in the course of the week to analyze all of them. So that will be all for now. My name is Peter Pearl, and may the markets be with you.